won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight, the pressure of success.
Yo, what's good, my fellow Hollows? It's your boy, the Hollow Panther, coming at you with another amazing What If. And yeah, this is gonna be part 8 of What If Team Rwby were Isekaied to the My Hero Universe redo. And before I start, I'm gonna give you a quick recap what happened last time on this What If. So the last time we left off, we was in volume 7 in the Rwby series. So Rwby and them finally made it to Atlas, and they met up with Pietro. That's when some Grimm were attacking. That's when they met up with Penny again. Penny was surprised to see Rwby and them alive, and that's when the Aesop's came and captured them and sent them to Ironwood. And Winter and Weiss and Winter had reunited. So Rwby and the rest of Rwby had explained to Ironwood what happened to them and everything that they've been through since the falling of Beacon. So Ironwood gave them some new gear, and also gave Deku and them also new gear. So they did that mission to clear the mines, and they did a bunch. Then they became official huntsmen and huntresses. The rally for Robin being a councilman was going on. That's when Penny got framed by Tyrion and Watts, and then Joxley won the election. So pretty much. So that's when during the party, Weiss revealed that Joxley was working with Watts to rig the election. So he got arrested. And Oscar told Ironwood about Salem couldn't be killed. So after that, so that's when Ironwood started going crazy. He started putting martial law about the bandit's mantle. That when Rwby tried to warn everyone about what Ironwood was going to be doing, that's when Ironwood called the cons. So Rwby and them and Bak, with the help of Bakugo, Izuku, Shinzo, and Todoroki, they fought against the Aesops. As for Crow and Clover having the same fight like in the original, but instead of Clover dying, Robin saved Clover by shooting Tyrion's hand off of the sword. So, and that's when Crow managed to kill off Tyrion, and that's when he just said, "Do it." That's when Crow said, "Do what you think is right." Like I told you, Clover, Ironwood's lost his mind. So Clover arrested both Robin and Crow. That's when they arrested them. That's when Neo took the lamp and gave the cinder. And that's when Penny became the Winter Maiden. So, and while it was trying to escape, they saw the giant whale Grimm and saw Salem was on her way. And that's pretty much it for the recap. So, that's it for the recap. It's time for part 8 of What If Team Rwby were Isekaied to the My Hero Universe redo. So, the story starts out with Rwby and them like saving survivors and taking care of the Grim. So anything like in the original Volume 8. So it's been 2 days they doing that. And Ruby and was trying to plan a strategy of what they plan a strategy of what should they do now. Ruby wanted to get communication back up around the world, and Yang wanted to help the refugees in Mantle. And that's when John said, "Why can't we just do both?" And that's what Nora said. That's what Salem wants. She wants us to be divided. And that's what Oscar said. No, she wants us to fight amongst ourselves like we're doing now. But doing both plans is not dividing us. We still are in the same side, but we're doing two different attacks. So the people who is going to the military base to fix the control, to get access for the radio tower are Rwby, Blake, Penny, Nora, Weiss, Kaminari, Jiro, Kirishima, and Shinzo. And for the people who try to save the refugees and to the civilians are Yang, Oscar, Ren, John, Dek, Izuku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Izuku told Rwby, like, be careful. Say you too. And that's when Izuku told Kirishima to keep her safe. Like, don't worry, man, I got you. Alright. So we go to them inspective. They made it to that little company where the tubes were at. So, and let's see. So this is gonna take us to Atlas military base, and White State Court. Just want to find the right tube, and we take the tube there. Yeah. So, White found the tube. Like, where there it is. The only thing we need to do is to get in there and press that button. That when Nora pressed the button, White flung up there. She started cracking up, started laughing. He said, "Well, that happened." Nora's eyes glowing like, "Ooh, it's gonna be fun." So we put the Yang and those inspectors. Yang and them are fighting off Grims and helping evacuate the civilians to the safe area. And Yang said, "I'm surprised you didn't win with my sister." Like, look, I care about Rwby, but you're right on this Yang. We need to save these people. I said, all right. So they continue saving the people. And so we're gonna switch back to Rwby and respective. They finally made it to the Atlas base. Weiss was pulling on Nora's ear and she said, okay, I'm sorry. And she let go. So they were sneaking into the Atlas base. They hopped onto the elevator, was waiting on. They made it to the. He said, yeah, I can't remember it for that area. That was Penny said, you can use our semblance to a molecule around the base. We were like, huh? You can use your semblance to move us around the base, like. And Blake said, I'm surprised you didn't figure that out yourself. You just realizing that. You know, Penny found out you were the father before I did. So, hold on. And May said, well, I'll go to the shuttle bay and find herself a ride out here. And she went to the shuttle bay. So Rwby used her semblance to grab everyone to to the mayor. And Blake said, "All right, that is one of the things I'm not doing again." So they got to the area, to the main area where they had to go. So Penny used unlock the gates, the door, lock the electrical field. So they head in there. So she allowed Pietro to take control and start getting the access for the control tower, for the radio tower. So after a while, Hitcher finally got it. The only thing they needed to do is to leave to the docking bay. So they were about to head to the docking bay. That's when the ASOC came with. And Clover said, "All right, we don't want to hurt you guys. All we want is Penny. That's it. We don't have to fight." Just come with us peacefully, and no one will get hurt. Here she was shoved, like, "Harriet, why?" Harriet just turned around, it's like, Penny. Then Penny charged. That's when, yeah, she snapped out and she just pressed the button like, "Damn it!" Said, "Penny, dang it!" So Penny was fighting the Aesops. He said, "No one try to break." Nora said, "Move, I got this." The Commodore said, "No. What are you about to do?" What I usually do. Smash? Hit? Smash. "No, allow me. I could just... Remember, I got electric." So Commodore touched it started generating the electric from it. Suddenly, Commodore was like, "Ah, shit, this hurt bad." The Zero said, "Commodore, that's enough. You can't generate that much can absorb that much electricity." While that happening, the Aesop's still fighting Penny all. So, there. Finally, he drained up every electricity. He said, "All right, then. Hope this new attack works." He started charging, condensing the electricity into a beam. He said, "Electrical beam!" Then he shot the electrical beam at the door. Like a huge explosion. Then what the? What the hell? White said, "Commodore, you did it." And he went dumb again. And he went dumb. Well, that happened. So, y'all, we beat you once, we could beat you again. That's when the ASOP got an order from Ironwood. He said, "All right, so Harriet did the same thing like again. Harriet ripped one of Penny's swords off her back. Everyone jumped off before Harriet could jump off. Like Harriet. Looked at Kirsten like, and Elm said, "Come on, Harriet, let's meet up." She jumped back. She threw the swords at Elm like, "I meet up." Kirsten went to Harriet like, "What?" Like, "Harriet, you don't have to do this." Like, "Indra, like, the fuck yeah." So Indra grabbed Harriet, thought you were about to headbutt her. So suddenly Kirsten passively kisses her. Her eyes was widened, but she accepted it. She said, "Why you do that?" "Because I love you. I know you have strong feelings for me, and I do too. If you love me, you would go against Ironwood. You still have a chance. Just come Just come with me. Just come with me. Come with me. Come with me, Andrew. Come with me. Surrender. Surrender, Andrew. And I probably will be reasonable with you. And Kirishima said, put his hand on Harriet's face, on Harriet's cheek, like, I can't. You know, inside your heart, you know what I was doing isn't right. And Harriet said, orders are orders. I had to follow them. Like, what about us? I care about you, Harriet. I know you do too. When we were patrolling the Speed Manor, you was about to kiss me. Thanks to the Marrow, he ruined it. I know you care. You love me. I do too. Please just do it right. Follow your heart. Put his hand on her heart. That's what Harry said. No. If you like I said, if you love me, you will surrender. Surrender peacefully. Harriet. Guess like you don't love me after all. I had to go here, Andrew. I'm letting you guys go. Next time I see you, I'm locking all of you up. That's when Harriet jumped. Said goodbye, Andrew. And she jumped out. Kirishima was heartbroken, like Harry, with his fist pulled up, tears flowing to his eyes. Just imagine when Kirishima saw a gigantic Mafia when he was in like middle school. Imagine that expression, but instead of fear, it was sadness and heartbroken. His pride been broken by the words Harriet said. Suddenly, Penny went to Kirishima and said, "I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. I know how." I'm sorry that happened to you, but we need to go. Kirishima wiped the tears off. Yeah, we do. The Commandant snapped himself out of it like, what? Okay, what the hell I just heard? Oh, what? Everyone said, what the Commandant? You're not stupid no more. Yeah, I just heard, that snapped me out of it. God fucking damn, that fucking cold what she did. Yeah, hey Kirishima, you alright? Yeah, fine. I just want to go. I just want to get out of here. It's alright. Sound like worry about the backlash of taking all that. He suddenly his oar broke and he landed. He was on the ground. He's flat. He fell. He face planted on the ground. He said, "Yo, like Commodore, you good?" Shit. He absorbed too much electricity. We had to bring him somewhere safe. And White said, I know a place. So they would grabbed Kaminari and they head to the shuttles. So they got in the shuttle, like, what happened to it's a long story. We need to get them somewhere safe. Alright. So May brought them to the shuttle, then he flew to the Sneed Manor. So we're gonna switch to the ASOP perspective. Gave Watts the penny sword. He said, alright. So if you can bring them to him, bring her to us, make her join us, and make her join us and open the vault by force. So is it? And I want to say, good job, you guys. I'll let you know if any further orders. And Clover said, yes, sir. So the ASOL went, and Elm said, Harry, are you good? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, fine. What happened? What took you so long to group back up with us? It was nothing. I have to go. Clover said, pardon me, I had to visit. I had to check on the prisoners. So I go, all right, hey. So we switch to Robin and Crow's perspective. Robin's telling Jock Sneed that it's all his fault. If I became the councilman, became a counselor, I would have helped the people of Mantle. But you. And she was saying that all the same things this Jock like in the original. Yes, I have my hands dirty. Stuff, but you didn't say, but I'm not a murderer because Clover's not dead. But when Clover came and said, how the prisoner doing? Like, they're doing good. They're doing fine. Crow said, Clover. Crow. Like I told you, you know this isn't right. You know Ironwood is not in a state of mind to be leading. To be leading. You know? I'm sorry. Orders are orders. I break them. And Crow said, dang it, Clover, you see how I was acting. He's not in the right state of mind. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then he walked off. So with Rwby and them, they finally made it to the Smee Manor. That's when Whitley said, you have a lot of nerve showing up to what you did to father. That when White pointed her weapon at Smedley said, I don't have the time for you. God. And Whitley said, what do you want me to do? And White said, go in your room. And Whitley did, so they put Kaminari in White's room and they try their best to patch them up. So we're gonna skip to Cinder. So we're gonna skip to Cinder perspective. Things seem pretty much happen in canon, but they did able to get the land to Cinder. So we're gonna switch back with Yang's team. So Yang and them was still doing the same thing like in canon, taking out Grimm and helping people evacuate. So that's when a Grimm attacked Oscar. So both Bakugo, Izuku, and Todoroki was fighting against. Said, great. That's when Ren said, give them back to us. That's when the Grimm said, no. Everyone eyes wide and they're like, Bakugo said, what the hell? Wait, I thought these things couldn't talk. I think they're learning. Lucas says, I don't know. I think they're learning, Kao-chan. Shit. That's when when the talking grim sprouted wings and flew off with Oscar. The box of crap. So he started exploding toward, like, that's when they was chasing Oscar through the mountain. The Yank said, I wish we could fly." And so Azuka said, "I got it." So Azuka flew up using his telekinesis, throwing rocks at the Grim. Grim kept maneuvering. That's when he called for backup. Like, said, "Shit!" He called for backup. So Bakugo exploding the Grim. That's when Ren lashed himself onto the talking Grim's leg. So pretty much happened the same. So Yang and John was about to fall. Lucas said, "Crap, I'm not gonna make it." I said, "I'm not either." Boosting with his eye. That's when Ren jumped, got and Master President and the Grim managed to escape. He's like, "Damn." They say, "Craig, the thing's broken." Shit. So we had to start walking. And dang it, we lost Oscar. So they were walking through the. Yang said, "We don't have enough. We got to find ourselves some shelter before we lose before our ore depleted." So Ren, how far we going? That's when Ren said, "I don't know." So and that's when Blake Yang said, "What's your problem?" Said, Ren having the same argument like in the original. He said, "Rwby is the child, is barely a child. I'm just a homeless boy." And John said, "Ren, and you cheated your way to Beacon." And Zuko said, "Ren, that ain't called for." And Todoroki said, "He's right." Like, Todoroki. Zuko said, "Todoroki, what? We're way out of our heads." Zuko, Midoriya, Bakugo. We didn't train to become huntsmen. We trained to become heroes. We trained to become heroes. I don't know why we even doing here. You got dragged in by your girlfriend. You chased after them. I got pushed in because of Shinzo. And Shinzo just boldly walked in there just because. And freaking Kirishima and Kaminari went in here, ran in the portal just like a bunch of idiots. And Jiro got pushed in by Yaoyorozu. None of us wanted to do this. We just wanted to become pro heroes someday. Now we got no way back home. He said, "Total, yeah." And John said, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. You don't want to. We don't deserve to be huntsmen." And you, Todoroki, you think, and you don't want to. And Todoroki, you don't want to be here, but you are here. But you are here, Todoroki. And after me, I'm going to find. I'm gonna find somewhere. I'm going to find a place to keep born before I freeze my ass off. So John pushed the bike forward to find a place to lay low for the storm. And that's when Yang said, "Really, you two? It's your goals to push everyone away." And Yang walked off. Said, You just walk along. So can, after a while, they find themselves a place. They find themselves a place, a little to, to keep warm. Yank said, "Well, I found out engine fuel for the bike, so yay." So he popped it in. So he started. That's when Bach was so, hey, Icy Hot, me and you, we need to talk. Then he grabbed Todoroki and said, "Hey, let me go." And when Ren went to the pole, sat down like, said, and Johnny and Yang had to think, said, "Yeah, Rwby. Yang, I know your sister. I know she always loves sisters fight all the time. So yeah, don't worry. I know Rwby will never hate you. Yeah, thank you, Luke. You two get some sleep. I'll make sure Ren, Bakugo, Ren Koski, and Todoroki won't freeze their asses." So we skip to with the Bakugo Todoroki's perspective. And he threw Todoroki on. He said, "What's your problem, Icy Hot?" Like Bakugo, like I said, we didn't train to become huntsmen. We trained to become heroes. That's when Bakugo punched Todoroki in the face. Saying, "Oh, okay, I understand that. We didn't train to become huntsmen. We became trained to become heroes. But you all had to bring such negativity, and you didn't have to freaking push us away like that. Sometimes I don't get why you even came. You could easily just sidestep this Shinzo, and you would still be in our world." Oh, and the crazy part, I don't know why you even chose to be with Weiss. It seems like you push her away more than us. You should just, you know what, Totoro, you know what, Icy Hot, I think you should have just stayed in our world and just been with Yaoyorozu. Because you don't deserve a girl like Weiss. You know what, you Icy Hot bastard. You don't deserve a girl like Ice Queen. You should have stayed with Yaoyorozu in our world. Then Bakugo just walk. "I'm getting my ass out of the cold. You should do that. You should do the same." You get wipe his face. Like, "What you know, huh?" Bakugo turned around like, "What was that? Like what?" You just, like, Lily, you knew Yaoyorozu longer than Weiss, and you decided to choose her. You choose Weiss over her. You broke Weiss after she lost. The goddamn sports fest. You broke her heart. You chose Weiss over her. Now look at you doing now? You breaking Weiss's heart. Keep pushing her away. Act like you make it. No one forced you to date her. No one forced you to date her, Icy Hot. If you don't want to be with her, just when we meet up with her, when we meet up with the others, just break up with her. Spare her the trouble of always worrying about you. So he just walked off. Todoroki left there to contemplate. So a few hours later, so we're gonna skip to Oscar's perspective. Oscar happened to say like in the original. They met up with Salem, and and Salem had the same conversation like in the original. So after that, that's when she brought Hazel in, and Hazel started beating up Oscar. That's when Cinder and Salem had the same conversation like in the original. And that go and switch back to Yang and them. So we saw suddenly Yang and them saw a river full of Grim. It's great. So after that, that's when they try to send. We're gonna switch to Yates. So that's when we're gonna switch to Ironwood. He said that well needs to be stopped. We got a bomb, so we gotta bring a small team and let's arm the bomb to explode from the inside. That's when Aesop's and them and Weiss were flying toward the Grim. For the Grim, that's when they heard a Shrek's call from John. When they landed to like, great, you got our message. That's when the Aesop and them just locked up, just cuffed both Yang, Ren, John, Bakugo, Izuki, and Todoroki. He said, great. They took the weapons like, great. Now we chained up. So they had this, like, what? You gonna blow up the whale? But Oscar's still in. And John said, wait, Oscar's still inside. Like, it doesn't matter. We have orders to do this. Just, while they're having their conversation, and Harry will talk to Izuki like, so Izuki, what is it? So how's Kirishima? Wait, what you mean? Wait, what you do? Bakugo said, what the hell you do, Harriet? I said some choice things to him, and he sort of confessed his feelings for me. Wait, what? What the fuck? Harry, and that's when Clover said, that's enough, Harriet. Fuck. And suddenly, that's when Ren looked at Harry. And suddenly his semblance awakened. He said, Harry, you feel guilt and regret. I said, what? You don't know. So why do you ask Izuku how Kirishima? And we didn't even got contact of Rwby's team yet because of this storm. Then he looked at Clover like, Clover, I know you agree with us that Ironwood is not in the right state of mind. But you on your judgment because you want to follow his order, but you're not the same person you followed, that you trust and followed through that he followed. So he looked at the others like, so here, it's like Elm's leaves were like red and orange, vines was green, and Merrill's was blue. So that's when Weiss and Elm was having the arc. That's when Winter said, enough. All right, I'll give y'all a few minutes. I'll give you we give you a few minutes to get your friends and get out. I'm giving you 5 minutes to get your friend and get out of here, or that's when we're gonna arm the bomb. I was like, wait, what? You're that short of a time? You heard what I said. So they let them go, and gave them back their weapons. So and Ren looked at at Meryl and said, "You don't want to do this, don't you?" And Meryl said, I'm following it. I'm here to follow orders. That's it." And he looked at Weiss. He said, "You don't also want to do this." And he looked back at Harriet and said, "I know you feel guilty what you said to Kirishima, but I know he probably said this to you, but follow your heart, Harriet. You know that what Ironwood's doing is wrong, and I know you still care about Kirishima. Just follow your heart." And then jumped off and just went with the others. That's the ship started flying off. That's when Clover said, "He has a point. I know how much you care about Kirishima, and I know the reason why it took you so long to regroup with us. You was talking to Kirishima, weren't you?" Only just put her finger on her lips thing. And I'm saying, "He kissed you, didn't he? You two finally kissed, didn't you?" Suddenly she just nodded her head. Said, Vine said, "Harriet, you need to follow your heart. I know orders are orders, but you do care about Indro, don't you?" And Harriet said, "It doesn't care how I feel. I got my orders, and I will follow them to the end." And we're gonna switch back to Oscar Spectre. Oscar was still talking. Same thing happened with the original. Oscar was taking the hits for Oscar. They're talking to Hazel. That's when Oscar said, "Let me talk to him." Like, but you're like, "Please." So he went back to Oscar. And he said, "Her name is Jen. That's how you summon her." So you think they're gonna help? You telling Salem the password? No, I'm telling you the password. So that's when he said, "Come with me." So so after that, Emerald told Mercury what was going on. And Mercury said, "Who's care?" That same conversation. He said, I had to go to Vacuo. I had to go to Vacuo. Yeah, but I know. Thanks to Crow. But Tyrion is dead, so you had to do it solo. Like, yeah, I can handle it. And Mercury said, "I can handle it my own. Just stay safe." See, I got a desert. I had a desert to go to. So Mercury just left to Vacuo. So a few hours later, both Emerald, Hazel, and Oscar went to the lamp, and he said, "Go ahead, boy." And he said, "Jen." That's when Jen came out and said, "You have a question to ask me?" And Hazel said, "No, I got all my answers. So you two should get out of here." So you don't have a question. And Oscar said, "No, I'm sorry, but you are coming with us." That's when Hazel said, "If you take the lamp now, Salem will find out. The best thing for me I'll get to you two to get out of here. I'll give you the lamp once I hold off Salem." So like Emerald Sky got Oscar asked Hazel, and they had Salem came happened. So Yang ran. Akugo Izuku Todoroki was fighting all grim. He said, "We got company," and Salem said, "We got company." The after the lamp. So like, Salem was flying off after a while. So Yang and them saw Hazel and Mercury. They're about to attack. Hazel and Emerald. They're about to attack, and that's when he said, "Wait, guys, wait!" And he went back into Oscar. Went back into Oscar. They're back. It's me, like, it's Oscar. And he's hugging Oscar, like, "I'm glad you're all right." I said, "What's she doing here?" She came to help. Yeah, and I'm the only one that know. I'm the only one to know the way out. So they are running back to the exit. That's when Salem found them and captured, bind them, and asked Emerald where was the relic. He said, "I don't have it." And that's when Yang was saying the same thing like the original, like he said, like someone wrote, like my mother. He said, and Salem said, "Oh, her again." Suddenly Hazel came. Said, "Hazel, help me deal with them." So that's when Hazel punched Salem. And suddenly, he said, "Guys, you need to go." Suddenly, Hazel rips off his shirt, start putting a bunch of dust on, a bunch of dust in him. Suddenly, he finds Salem all, letting him sing like the original. Suddenly, so the same thing happened like in the original. Osman was generating magic from his staff, and he said, "Do it." Suddenly, a huge flashing light came, and broke. As the light came. Before that happened, we're gonna switch to Rwby in the respect. We're gonna switch to Rwby in the perspective. So that's when Klein came to treat Kaminari's rune. So since it pretty much happened in the talking font, that's when they heard a crash of land. So Penny was already like when that happened. Penny and them already had set the radio tower up, and the message been sent, but because the virus happened, and the broadcast got cut short. Then we went to Ty. Ty dropped his flask, and said, "Wait, Rwby, my daughter is alive?" With tears in his eye. I think. So that's when she was saying that and she told her that she loved her. That's when they heard a crash landing. And White said, "You expecting more guests?" That's when he went inside. He saw Penny on the ground, and Penny said, "I'm sorry." And that's when Rwby and them brought Penny in Weiss's room. He said, "Can you like I could do what I can patch up the wound." That's when the power went out. He said, "Great." So that's when Lil came and said, "There's the generator in the back entrance of the manor. Can you please turn the power back on? I don't want to drink in the dark." So both Rwby, Blake, and Rwby, Blake, and Kirishima went to the generator. And Nora also came along. So they were walking to the generator, and Nora said to Kirishima, "Hey, Kirishima, are you all right?" Kirishima said, "Yeah, I'm fine." He said, "I know what Harriet said to you hurts, but Don't worry, I'm always here for you. Thanks, Nora. He bought his fist. He said, damn it. Then Nora put her hand on Kirishima's shoulder. Said, we all here for you. Yeah. So they went to they in the generator room. Rwby setting up the generator. So Blake and Rwby had the same conversation like in the original. Finally, power went back on. That's when Rwby and Blake, Kirishima, and Nora saw the talking Grim. So they told Weiss, like, we got Grim here. So they were fighting off the talking Grim. Suddenly, the Grim grabbed Rwby. Only Blake tried freeing Rwby. That's when Kirishima drew his sawed-off shotgun and started shooting at it. This shit. This is getting on my nerves with this shit. So pretty much the same thing happened like in the original. So and Rwby said, wait, the after Penny is after Penny. So same thing happened in the original. So let's get all of that. When Rwby used her silver eye power against the talking Grim, it shattered when it fell. That's when he came up saying, get the girl. And Rwby saw, what Shaka saw, a male faunus with silver eyes. It keeps saying over and over, get the girl. And when Will and Whitley pushed the night statue onto the Grim, killing it, and said, you guys saw that? It was a person. And Kirishima said, yeah, and it had silver eyes. So we go back to Yang's perspective. So Ozpin pressed his cane, and suddenly a big bright explosion happened. Suddenly everyone saw that huge bright light. And Miro said, wait, what about the children? They were still inside. They were like we and Winter said, put the bomb back in the ship and we heading back. Only Oscar and them got back up. They got called on a scroll. Suddenly they heard. You see Blake is like, he's like, Yang, are you guys okay? Like, yeah. Say, Yang. So the wife showed them the corner into the subways to Smee Manor. They went to the subways. They had us. So I don't know. I can trust. Yank said, I don't know. I can trust. She was part of the reason why I got this. Suddenly, after a while, they finally got to the Smee Manor. When Rwby saw both Yang and Izuku, Rwby hugged Yang with tears in her eyes. She turned around, saw Izuku. She tackled Izuku and passionately kisses him, saying, "I'm so glad you're all right, Izuku. Yeah, I'm glad you too. I'm fine too." Oscar, and suddenly she saw Emerald. Was like, "What's she doing here?" Like, "Whoa, wait, she with us. She helped us." Wait, what? And John said, "Wait, where's Kaminari? What happened? So both John, so John and Ren went to Kaminari. So John was boosting up his aura, trying to recover him. Well, that wasn't my one. Kaminari said it wasn't my best moments. Hey, how's Kirishima holding up? Wait, and John and Red said, wait, what you mean? So Kaminari explained what happened between Kirishima and Harriet. And John said, damn, that bad. And Red said, I had a feeling that's what happened. Shit. Cause we were just with the Aesop's, and I had a sense of I sensed something on Harriet. Guilt. Sadness. Guilt. Confusion. Regret. Honor. So I was right. She asked Midori, she asked Zuko how he was feeling. So that all adds all up. And John said, damn it. He literally confessed his feelings for her, and she chose her loyalty to Ironwood over him. So we're gonna switch to Todoroki and perspective. And Todoroki said, "Hey, Wise, can we talk?" He said, "Sure." I wanted to talk to you as well. So they went into Winter's old room, and Wise, and she sat on Winter's bed and said, "Wise, Todoroki, be quiet. I want to say something." So Todoroki was quiet. Said, Todoroki, do you even love me? Eyes wide like, I know you was I really pushed my feelings onto you, but do you actually love me? Why? I'm not done. I know how Yaoyorozu felt about you, but I didn't care how she felt. I care how I felt. And you was pretty much forced to come back to my world, even though I didn't want to go back. I liked my new life in your world. But all I want to know is, do you really love me? Ever since we started dating, you've been pushing me away more and more. And now, when I finally when we came back here, you've been more of a distance. I want to know why. Why you been so distant, and do you actually love me? Or do you have feeling for Yaoyorozu? Todoroki said, Rice, I do care about you, but you're right, I didn't want to be here. I was forced by Shinzo to come here. Look, everyone enjoys their new life in Remnant. Me, I just left. I know they also left people behind, but I left my mom. I left my mom behind, my brother, my sister. All the friends I made in UA behind. I left Ida, Ochako, Asui. I left them behind. And yeah, you're right. I did. At first, I didn't like. First, yeah, I thought you were. I thought of you. I thought of you as annoying. Annoying. I just dated you just to get you to finally leave me alone. Probably Baku was right. Maybe I should have just stayed. I should have just evaded Shinzo pushing me into the portal and stayed in my world. And let you the heart and leave you the heartbreak. Wife started tearing up, but suddenly Todoroki put his hands on wife's cheek. But there's one thing I did learn. I did realize. I do love. He took a deep breath and how she felt. I do love you, Weiss, but there's a lot going on. While they were talking, both Bakugo, Zuko, Shinzo were spending some alone time with their girl. So we go to Zuko's perspective and so how you feeling, Rwby? Oh no, Zuko. I heard you fought that talking Grim. It was a person with silver eyes. That would probably happen to my mom. Rwby had tears in her eyes. Zuko just hugged her like, it's okay. I'm here for you. Suddenly, Zuko just looked into Rwby's eyes. So her eyes started passively kissing her. So they were having their moment, their night of finally letting things go. For Yang and Bakugo, they were doing the same thing. Just allowing them to have one night alone. Also with Shinzo and Blake. As for Todoroki, he was still talking to Weiss. And telling him how he feels. I know how Todoroki said, I know how I've been a terrible boyfriend to you. Keep pushing you away. And never treat you like a person, like a person treat you how a boyfriend should treat his girlfriend. I want to apologize for doing that. And show you how I really feel. And then Todoroki passively kissed his wife, eyes wide, and he said, "What are you doing? What I should have done after. What I should have done after the school festival." So the wife said, "Oh, now you want me?" And Todoroki said, "What? You thought? Now you want me?" He said, "Oh, you want me to do your sister instead?" Like, the wife said, "Oh, shut up and kiss." He said, "Oh, shut up and kiss me." Shut up and kiss me. Oh, shut up and kiss me, Shadow. And Shadow passively kissed his wife. Okay. And there comes an 18 plus thing. If you're not 18 years old, please please skip a few hours of the video. So you got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. So Todoroki was passively kissing wife. And wife was kissing on. Wife took off Todoroki's jacket. Todoroki let down Weiss' hair. And took off her and undo her and took off her little jacket. Winley opened the door like Weiss, your friend Kaminari is doing and Weiss said, "Whitley, get out." And you heard a knocking. And okay, okay, she was dude, like, dang, Willie, not manly. Carry on. Sorry about it. Carry on. And you lock the door for them, like, I got I got you, man. You close the door lock. Why freaking locked the door? So Todoroki, where were we? Oh yeah. So the team, she said, "Great, I'm the only." Great. They do. Next time, knock. And Whitley said, "Duly noted," adjusting his shirt, and walked off. He said, "Dude, I'm the only one. I'm the only. So I'm the only version." Kaminari got up and said, "You're not the only one." And John said, "Yep." And that's when Jiro said, "Kaminari." Said, "Oh, never mind. I've got to get some tonight." You like, see ya. Like, so for Kaminari and Jiro, they're having their alone time tonight. Well, just only person our versions on now is me, you, Ren, and Oscar. Suddenly, like, want to talk. I think they having their moment. Well, I think the best thing is to give them alone time. Suddenly, Ren and Nora, they were having a night together as well. You know what I'm saying? So we go. When they heard something going on in Brandon Nora's room. Like, well, Kirsten said, "Well, Brandon getting lucky tonight." So just me and you and Oscar are versions. Then that's when John said, "Well, I did kiss Pyrrha. Yeah, I did got my first kiss from her." And so, yeah. And like, no, I don't know. You haven't heard yet. I did have my first kiss from Harriet, but she chose her orders over me. Yeah, I heard Kaminari told me. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, thanks. And Oscar said, "I think all of us should get some rest and have a meeting later on." I see these guys are getting some quality time with each other. So we're gonna go to Todoroki and White Suspect. Todoroki is you know what, where he was passing and kissing wife. He only took her shirt off. White already took off his shirt. They were rolling around. Todoroki was giving kissing Wife's neck, giving her all the pleasure she wanted. Todoroki said, "I'm gonna treat you white." He said in her ear, "I'm gonna treat you white, treat you right, treat you like a true princess." So he started he formed an ice cube, started rubbing her on Wife's stomach. She started blushing and moaning. That's when he took the remaining clothes off of her, started eating her out, and having a great time. The wife said, "Well, I'm the only one don't have no clothes on." So she took off Todoroki's pants and bra, started giving him the glizzy sucky. Todoroki was enjoying it. Then he glizzy inside in her. Then, so, I don't know. I don't think you don't have a condom on you, Todoroki. So she checked. Surprisingly, she had a condom. Like, and White said, "I wonder why my sister had this in our old room." In her head, like, actually, I don't want to know. So so Todoroki put on the condom, start giving White, like, and White said, "Todoroki, like, shut up. Please be careful. Please be gentle. This is my first time." He said, "Sure." So he gently put it in. White was wincing in pain, and he gave it a minute. So he continued going in and out, giving her mad pleasure. Switch to the Zuko perspective, he was giving Rwby some pleasure, giving her a lot of other stuff. For Yang, Bakugo straight, going all in. Yang's eyes turning. Bakugo said, "Oh, I love when your eyes are red." And Yang said, "Oh, really? You don't like my eyes when they're purple?" And, "Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up, firecracker!" And he passively kisses Yang. Yang just thought he was going all out in the bed. And we hearing Willie said, "Oh my God." You probably had earmuffs on, like, "Oh my God, oh my God, kill me already." Then we went to Yang, with the Blake perspective, Shinzo giving her a good time. And all. Then we go to Ren and Norg having a good time too. It's clawing on Ren's back. Ren just adored the pain. He started giving her the pleasure she rightfully deserved. And then we went back to Rwby and Zuko. Zuko was a good play. Ruby's body started generating electricity. Zuko said, "Rwby, calm down." Zuko said, "Rwby, you need to calm down. You're activating flow cowling." They shut up, Cookie and Jim, and go harder. Like, say, "Sure." Say, "Yeah, let's go." And Lou went faster and harder, and she pleaded. Well, they said, "Oh God." They go back to Todoroki and Wife's perspective. Todoroki straight giving Wife's just moaning and groaning. Whitley said, "Oh my God." Thing is, so that's what they. So I walked. It's Whitley said. I walked in. They were about to. Oh my God! In Winter's bed, and Willow turned off the camera. Said, "I don't have the right to see all of that. I'm glad Todoroki finally giving my daughter a good time." And as for John, Oscar, and Kirishima, and Emerald, like, what's going on in there? Oscar said, "You do not want to know." And with Kaminari and Jiro, they also doing it like, this gonna be a long night. So after a while, they all finished up after 6 rounds of doing that. Well, I said, "Oh, thank God it's over." So Rocky was laying next to Ace, like, "Well, I know bed was worth the wait." And White said, "Oh hell yes, and about damn time." And Todoroki smiled, said, "Yeah." He passively kissed his wife, so like, "I love you, White Meat." And White said, I love you too, Todoroki. So, with Rwby and Izuku, both Rwby and Izuku were breathing heavy. Like, oh my god, that looked amazing. I needed that. Thank you, Izuku. No problem, Rwby. Anything for you. So he kissed Rwby on the cheek. So as for Yang and Bako, they were breathing heavy like crazy. Yang said, that was amazing, Koski. I know it was. And Yang said, you ready for round 7? Like, Bako said, alright. Bako said, sure you can handle it? Yang's eye turned red and said, hell fucking yes. And they went at it again. For Blake and Shinzo, they were laying down, cuddling each other. Said that was amazing. Ren and Nora finally said that we should check on we should see how the others are doing. And Nora said, all right, and kisses Ren on the cheek. They got dressed. As for Kaminari and Jiro all passed the fuck out for doing 6 rounds of that. So, while everyone was getting rest, and we said, really, how can they still be going? Have stamina to continue? Said, who's still going? And Johnson said, who is still going at it? And Ren and Nora said, what you mean? Like, okay, we can scratch off Ren and Nora. So I should check on my sister. I got it. So she knocked on our wife. You alright? So she got the key. Like you alright? Like your friends said you have me. Like and both I told her like dang it, Whitley again. I said you're not even dressed yet. Like I'm sorry. Like yeah, I'm sorry, sweetie. Mom. Look, I told Todoroki, I hope you use a condom, Todoroki. If I hear that you made my daughter pregnant, it's gonna be a problem. Yes, ma'am, I did. Good. Get yourself dressed. Your friends said they have a meeting. You gotta have a meeting to talk about. And he said, oh, okay. So the wife and Todoroki got themselves dressed. So Todoroki helped the wife get dressed. They thanks, shut up. Like, no problem. So they got dressed, fixed their hair, back to a ponytail. So they said, who's still, and wife said, wait, who's still going at it? And John said, Kirishima said, we scratched those 2 out. And Blake and Shinzo came down, said, we could and Oscar said we could scratch those 2 out. Then Deku and Rwby and Deku came out. Rwby wrapped her arm around Izuku, and Emerald said, and those 2 what? And we scratched those 2. And the only person we got is Kaminari and Jiro and Bako and Yang. Well, only Kaminari and Jiro got up. Kaminari and Jiro was yawning. And both Oscar, John, Kirishima, and Emerald 6 simultaneously, and we can scratch those 2 out. That means John said, God damn you 2, you still going at it? John went to the door like, really, you 2, you still going at it? You've been doing it for almost 6 hours. The Bako said, go away, you blonde bastard. And I'm like, that's when Yank said, "Go away, John." I'm like, all right. Yeah, you probably should start without them. It's probably gonna be another hour. So Rwby and them had the same conversation like in the canon. Pretty much Rwby said the same thing. She run off. Then Izuku follow Rwby. Went after Rwby. Okay. Went after Rwby. So pretty much the same thing. So he said, "Rwby, are you alright?" Like, yeah, I'm fine. Everything failed. But I know you, Rwby. I know you always have a plan. A plan. So we're gonna skip to Wasp and Cinder perspective. Cinder already broke out Wasp, and Cinder was about to drop Wasp. So Ross said the same thing like in the telling Cinder out, chewing Cinder out about her. She the one that got beaten by the Winter Maiden and by Penny, and she became the new Winter Maiden. You the one was the one got defeated by Raven. Even though we had a original plan, and she continued chewing her out. That's when Cinder let go of Watts and sat in a corner and started crying. So pretty much happened the same. So pretty much not only their scrolls start. So we go back to Ironwood's spec. He said, like, the bombs are still, but it wasn't us. The bomb. All right, that's good. We still have the bomb. Bring Lyran and John R to me. That's the only way. The only way for us to get for Penny is to them, and we should. So we shall. And that's when Harriet said, "They're not with us." Smee decided to let them go, let the prisoners go, and save their friend. And they didn't come back, sir. So we had absolutely nothing, and he slammed his fist on the desk. He said, "It's time for Plan B. I gotta make a call." Suddenly, that's when Ironwood set up a broadcast saying people in DC, and they saw Ironwood in his Atlas ships, freaking destroying the Smee Death Company ships, so they can evacuate people from Mantle. And then Ironwood said, "People on Mantle, I have an announcement for you. If Penny don't come to me in the matter of hours, I have only one bomb. One bomb is able to wipe out Mantle. If Penny don't come to me in the hour, I'm blowing up Mantle, and I'm forcing y'all to help out, save Atlas. You got an hour to decide." And he turned off if I could say, "Damn it, this is out of his goddamn mind. This guy's literally planning to blow up Mantle." what we're gonna do now? Nora, suddenly Penny was said, I must open the vault. He said, crap. So everyone chained down. And Penny said, Rwby said, Penny, what should we do? And Bakugo and Yang finally got, what's going on? Like, and John said, you two are finally done? Like, yeah. So what's going on? It's Penny. She's trying to, something's going on with her. She's trying to get to the vault. And you keep saying, must open the vault and self-terminate myself. And Rwby said, Penny, tell us what we should do. And Penny said, you have to kill me. I will give you the winter mating, Rwby. And Rwby said, I can't, it has to be another way. Please, Rwby, kill me. I said, you have to, if you say so. So Bakugo put on his gauntlet, was about to pull the pin. And Rwby said, Bakugo, no. Wait, she have aura. John, boost her aura. So John boosted her aura. It's only the virus. It's only she got back control of herself. So and he said, the virus gone? Like, no, I still feel it. So we're gonna go to Ironwood and the Ace out perspective and Winter perspective. And the Ace out was talking among himself, said, he's bluffing, right? He's really not gonna drop a bomb on Mantle. And Winter said, sir, are you really about to drop a bomb on Mantle? And Ironwood said, you heard what I said you heard what I said. They left us no choice. We dropping the bomb in Mantle. And that's when Meryl said, it isn't right. So we're gonna kill the people we swore to protect. I looked up to you. I followed your every order. This isn't right. So that's when I was about to draw a gun, pointing a gun at Meryl. That's when Winter punched Meryl in the face. Said, if you have a leash for a person like you, I'm gonna put him in the hole, in the chambers, where he belongs. So I'll help you too. So we went to Team Rwby's perspective that I have a plan, but they tried to have the same plan like in the original. So between the same thing happened in the original with Cinder, Neo, and Watts. So when they went to the elevators, Winter uncuffed Meryl was like, "But you're not locking me up." Like, no, you're right. I had lost it. Mine. And Clover said, "I also agree with Winter. Ironwood had lost his mind." Wait, you hit me for no. And Arrow said, "Wait, you punched me like." If I didn't do anything, you would have got killed by Ironwood. She said, why is it was like, and Meryl looked at the community. Our scroll said, so what you doing? Doing something I should have done a long time ago. Calling my sister. So the elevator door opened. They saw both Meryl, Weiss and Clover saw Crow and Robin. He said, you finally understand. You finally would finally get you to finally join up to see reason. And Clover said Ironwood is planning on putting send an exploding mantle. That's when I finally know that Ironwood is going too far. I don't know the rest of the A stuff gonna listen, but yeah, Ironwood has the A soft and all right. So same thing happened. The original Penny flew to Ironwood. I thought so. You did come alone. I thought you had your little schemes with your friends. Said no, I don't want no more fighting. I would say you did the right choice. I'm proud of you. And that's when what went walk. So yeah, it's the first. It ended up to be Emerald. So so the fight started happening. Then when Winter hits, it's only said we have trouble at the docking bay. So what? He said, "What about Ironwood?" He's like, "Go, me and Winter can handle them." So Jonathan was fighting them. That's when Winter came to help Jonathan. Went to the side of Jonathan and started fighting Ironwood with the help with Kirishima and Kaminari. He shot the disc next to Ironwood and electrocuted Ironwood, and Winter finally broke Ironwood aura. That's when Kirishima hit him with a mean right hook in the gut, knocking him out. All right, we handle Ironwood. So we go to the shuttle bay. It's Crow, Robin, and Clover dealing with the robots, and that's when the rest of them Aesop came and said, "Clover, you with them now?" Guys, you know what Ironwood's doing is wrong. He's literally about to blow up Mantle. I'm not gonna stand by. I trust James with my life, but I'm not gonna stand by it and allow him to explode Mantle. Vine, you know what he's doing is wrong. Elm, you know this too. Harriet, I know you see what Ironwood's doing is wrong. And I know you care about Kirishima, about Enduro. He's up top in Atlas Academy right now. Go to him. And Harry says, "Shut up! You betrayed us. You're a traitor." Then Harry charged that and Clover and started fighting. So they would start fighting at each other. That's when Marrow said, "Stop!" Everyone stopped. So they would light everyone up. That's when the crowd them went into the ship where the bomb was at. Crap. So as for Rwby and them, they opened the vault. As for Rwby and them, with the help with Kirishi, with Izuku, Bakugo's, Oroki, and Shinzo, they opened the vault, and he grabbed the staff of creation. That's when he summoned the hold on. That's when Rwby summoned Ambrosius, Broski said, I'm free, ready to create. And said, what do you want me to create? So Rwby and them told him the same thing like in the original. So Broski created another body for Penny without no ro- any robot parts, just a soul. Suddenly, Laura woke up with seeing that she was human. She hugged Rwby. Said, "Is this how it feels? This is how hugs feel?" He said, "Yes, it does." And Penny said, "More." She hugged Weiss. She hugged Blake. She hugged Yang. She hugged Blake. She hugged Shinzo. She hugged Izuku. She hugged Todoroki. Then she hugged Baka. And Baka said, "Get off of me, Penny." And and Yang said, "Come on, Baka, let her have this. This is her first time ever feeling a warmth of a hug." Bakuso said, "Oh, all right." And he hugged Penny. She said, "Hmm." And White said, "We still had things to do." Then he summoned Argos again. He said, "Oh, I'm free, ready to create." "Oh, it's you two. It's you guys again. What you guys want?" So they explained the second thing to Argos to create a play. So they made it. So they were John was trying to. That's when Walt shut down the server. So pretty much Nora, Kirishima, Kaminari, Jiro, and Emerald and Oscar were leading the people to go into the exit to the exit. With Ironwood, he was locked up and all that. That's when with Jock Sneed, that's when his cell door opened. He said, and Jock said, "Are you also gonna let me go?" And Ironwood said, "Of course." Then they aimed the gun aimed his cannon at Jock and killed him. Then he walked toward to Winter, and they had the same fight in the original. So we're gonna switch back to Rwby and them. So they were leading the people to the exit. That's when Cinder appeared and said, "Well, okay, what we got here? I'm here to keep a promise." Suddenly, Nero came and tried to attack Rwby. Yang said, "Rwby!" And she pushed Rwby out the way. Nero hits Yang. Her orb broke. She's bouncing. She fall off off the the platform. Why Blake threw her weapon, tried to save Yang. Like it was like the line was too short. Yang was falling into the darkness. Bakugo saw, like, with eyes full of tears, he said, "Yang!" He turned around and looked at Neo and Cinder. He said, "You bastards! How dare you? How dare you do that to my Yang?" With explosion popping out of his hand. He said, "That I had enough of this. Fuck, fuck you." He said, "Fuck you guys." He said, fuck your maiden power. Fuck your semblance. Fuck Salem. All I want you guys to do is die." And he charged that Nero, hitting Nero with a full power explosion. Nero shattered, like, "Damn it." So she continued fighting Rwby. Yang was crying over. Oh, Blake was crying over Yang. Shinzo was comforting her, like, we had to. So she helped Rwby fight Nero. Then Bakugo was charging at Cinder, hitting her with massive explosions. And Cinder said, "Really, boy, you think you could beat me?" And after what, so people went inside the exit where Kaminari, Jiro, Kirishima, Oscar, and Emerald. While that happened, John said, get in there and get the others." Nora said on it. So Ren and Nora went inside. So John was helping them fight Cinder. And Bakugo said, "AP shot!" He started shooting the AP shot at Cinder. Like, say, "Really, you think your little quirk can hurt me?" Suddenly, that's when she looked into Ruby, and suddenly Blake came to help. Like, Shinzo threw his capture scar at Cinder and pulled her to slice her with her knife, with his dagger. Suddenly, Cinder said, "I had enough of you." Suddenly Cinder grabbed his scarf and started twirling around, threw him. Suddenly, the scarf fell off of him. He's bouncing. His oar broke and he fell off the ledge. Blake said, "No, Shinzo!" She threw her weapon and tried to catch Shinzo, but it was too late. Shinzo was too far for her to catch him. Suddenly, Shinzo fell into the abyss. It was Blake's eyes was watering, was flooding with tears, saying, "Shinzo! You bastard!" Suddenly she charged at Cinder, shooting her weapon at her. Cinder's just been blocking all the shots. Penny started fighting, helping the fight. Only the thing, Nero threw like shit. No. Like no, like shit. Suddenly, Ruby activated One for All. 35% started punching Nero in the face and kicking her. Suddenly, something happened. Suddenly, a huge gust of smoke came out of Ruby's hand. And Nero's eyes wide and said, "What?" And Blake and Weiss and Zuko and Bakugo saw, and Todoroki saw Rwby having. And Zuko said, "Wait, did Rwby just unlock another quirk?" And Cinder said, "What? Her again? How many quirks? How many quirks she gonna keep unlocking?" Suddenly, Rwby just punched Neo in the face. Like he said, "One for all." 35% smash! And she smashed Nero to the next platform. She used float to fly towards her and punched Rwby punched Nero in the face. Nero, so Rwby off balance. She tried to use float, but Nero suddenly Nero was holding on to the ledge. Rwby was on her legs. Was on her leg. And there it went and Cinder said, "You should." So she grabbed the lamp from Nero and kicks her and Rwby off the ledge. Rwby would try to use her flow, but Nero grabbed a hold of Rwby, and Blake tried to catch Rwby, but she managed to cut the line, and both Rwby and Zuko tried like Rwby. And Rwby said, "Izuku!" Zuko tried to caught Rwby, but both Neo and and Blake always fell into the abyss. Suddenly Izuku grabbed Ruby and said, "I got you. Hang on." He tried to pull her up. That's when Cinder threw one of her swords at Izuku's arm, cutting it like ah. And suddenly said, "Oh no, Rwby!" Suddenly Ruby fell into the abyss, disappearing. Like, no! Izuku with tears in his eyes saying, "No, Rwby!" Looked at Cinder, "You bastard!" He flew. He flew to or only toward Cinder, shooting, popping rounds that would jump. She was about to absorb when she, but Baku said, "Die! AP shot!" Foolish boy, you think you can? And he put Bakugo out the ledge. That's when Todoroki jumped. Like, shit, Bakugo! He said, you had to. Then he kicks Bakugo. He kicks Bakugo. And he up and Bakugo turned around. He said, "Icy hot." And White said, "No, Todoroki." Like, "No, Shoto." Suddenly Shoto fell into the disappeared into the abyss. The White's having tears in her eyes saying, "No." The only person who left was Bakugo, Izuku, Penny, John, and Weiss. And with John, Penny said to John, "Please just kill me. We can't allow Cinder to have the Winter Maiden power." Like, John said, "I'm sorry." And he killed Penny. John was screaming and tears was flooding to his eyes. Suddenly, Nora saying the same thing to Winter like in the original, giving Winter the Winter Maiden power, and so that's when Winter got the Winter Maiden from Penny and beat Ironwood and flew back to. So after Winter defeated Ironwood, now we're gonna switch to Harriet's perspective. She was flying to Mantle with the bomb, so she put the ship on autopilot. Went down there. She said, "Oh, Vine, I'm glad you're here too." And Vine told Harriet to stop. Said, "What we're doing isn't right." And Harriet said, "Not you too, Vine. We got a job to do. We had to follow the orders." Harriet, well, Harriet, that isn't. Know what we're doing isn't right. If you're not with me, you're against me. She opened and activated the bomb. It threw Vine out. So she flew. She put her hands on her lip again. Like, she just shook the feeling off. And just when she saw a bird flying towards her, that's when Crow hits Harriet off the ship and brought her back down. That's when the cargo bay door opened and and Vine came out and said, "Harriet, let's go." Said, "Not you too. Like, why are you not allowing me to do my job?" And said, "Because you are a friend." They saw the bomb was only like 29 seconds. That's when Vine went and put through Harriet to Elm. He said, "What are you doing?" Crow said, "What are you doing?" "I'm here. I'm saving my friends." Harriet said, "No." And Vine said, "Harriet, please follow your heart. Follow your heart, Harriet. Goodbye, my friend. And thank you, Elm, Marrow, Clover. Thank you for being my friends." And then you surround the whole ship with his semblance. He said, "No." That's when they got back in the ship. That's when the ship blew up. There were tears in her eyes, crying. Damn, Vine. And Girl put his hand on his shoulder, like, "It's okay, man." Harry said, "Can you please excuse me?" So she went into the bathroom, punched the wall, and started crying. He said, "Andrew, I'm so sorry." Putting her finger onto her lips. "I'm so sorry, Andrew. I'm so sorry." Then we skip to Ruby, back to Winter respectively. She's fighting Cinder off. Cinder said, "Wait, where's the maiden? Where's the maiden power?" That's when Cinder came and started fighting. That's when Winter came and started fighting Cinder. After Cinder broke John's sword, both Weiss and Johnny, Bakugo and Zuko trying to get out of there. She said, "No." She said, "Crap." Suddenly, we're about to fall. Suddenly, Bakugo grabbed Weiss. He starts twirling her around and said, "Deku, catch!" And he threw Weiss up in the air. And Weiss up in the air with an explosion. So Izuku caught her. "I got her." She said, "Kacchan!" At least I'm gonna be with Yang. Then he fell and disappeared. He said, "No, Kacchan!" Landed. Said, "What?" To say, "Weiss." Son and Cinder was about to hit both Winter and Weiss. That's when Weiss pushed Winter out the way. She started flying. Suddenly Weiss got pushed back by the explosion. Zuko said, "No, Weiss!" Try to use his telekinesis, try to fly to. Said, "No, Weiss!" Suddenly Weiss and Winter said, "No, Weiss!" She fall and disappeared. Winter was crying. Zuko was trying to come. So we have to go. So it was only John, Winter, and Zuko left. So Winter was flying. He's like, "You're gonna pay for everything." And she flew. So John was running and running. We're not gonna make it. Yes, you are. So Izuku grabbed John with his telekinesis and launched him into the portal. John said, "Izuku!" So Izuku like, "Oh shit, Izuku!" Suddenly the gate disappeared. He said, shit. Oh shit." He said, "Well, with tears in his eyes, at least I'm gonna see Rwby again." And he and he disappeared. And John's like, no, Izuku. Winter said, where is Izuku? Damn it. It should have been me that had fallen, not him. He risked himself he threw me in here instead of flying for himself. Fly in there on himself. He fallen. Only and Willow said, Winter, where's Weiss? She fallen into the bed, and suddenly Willow started crying and said, no, I can't lose her again. Not again. Suddenly the Grimm started appearing. That's when Winter started fighting the Grimm. Suddenly go to Cinder Spective. Cinder saw Salem appear, and she said, "I'm sorry. Those kids managed to use the staff and managed to save everyone. And I used the last question. I'm so sorry." And Neo betrayed. And Neo said the things like, and Salem said, "You did good. You did well, Cinder." While they were walking, they say the same conversation. Ironwood was trying to aim his gun at Salem, but both Salem and Cinder flew away. Atlas and with Crow and them, Crow was saying, "Rwby, Yang, Izuku, Bakugo, anybody." No. Crow saying, no, not again. I just got you guys back. I can't lose you again. Please, answer me. And Robin put her hands on Crow's shoulder. Seeing Crow having tears in his eyes. And that's when we came to a sea island with all you see is crescent rose. It's only said, where am I? Is this heaven? Am I dead? But he said, wait, I'm alive. Wait, is this crescent rose? He pulled out crescent rose like, Rwby, where are you? And to Rwby particularly say, where am I? Yang? Weiss? Blake? Cookie, where are you? Slowly she turned around and see a person wearing a torn red hood. Rwby had tears in her eyes. She said, Cookie? So Luca turned around and said, Rwby? And that's it. And that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Hope you liked the video. Hope you like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'm gonna put this series on hold because I have to wait till volume 9 of Rwby to come out. So please be patient for this series to come back because I'm waiting for volume 9 to come. So when volume 9 comes and when volume 9 finishes, I will continue with this series. So I hope you enjoy this series. I hope you understand why I'm putting this series on hold. This has been your boy, the Hollow Panther. Wishing all my fellow Hollows a great rest of their day. Peace.